US bombs Iran while negotiating peace deal, because nothing says diplomacy like precision-guided explosions. In a move described by administration officials as aggressive peacemaking, the United States launched fresh drone and missile strikes on Iranian targets Tuesday, even as high-level peace talks with the regime reportedly entered their 47th final round. President Trump, speaking from the Oval Office between bites of a well-done steak, explained the strategy: "They're negotiating on fumes, folks. Literally. Their oil refineries are running on hopes and dreams at this point. We hit a few more sites, and boom, deal of the century." The strikes targeted Iranian drone facilities, speedboat bases, and what the Pentagon described as very suspicious-looking missile launchers that were definitely not aimed at Israel this time. Casualties were reported as minimal to moderate, depending on who you ask, with Iran claiming dozens dead and the US insisting the only fatalities were several very committed terrorists who had it coming. Iranian officials immediately condemned the attacks as a gross violation of the ceasefire that doesn't exist yet, while simultaneously denying that any negotiations were making progress. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmad Wateversnamais told state media, "We will never surrender to American bullying, unless the bullying stops long enough for us to sign something. Also, death to America, but maybe with better terms." When asked about threatening Oman over control of the Strait of Hormuz, Trump replied, "Oman? Beautiful country. Tremendous people. But if they don't get those tankers moving, we'll make the strait look like a parking lot. Very simple. Everyone's gonna thank us." Diplomatic breakthroughs continue. Sources close to the talks say both sides remain cautiously optimistic despite the ongoing detonations. "It's like a marriage counselor who also does tactical air support," said one anonymous US negotiator. "You scream, you throw things, you blow up a proxy militia or two, and somehow you end up renewing the vows." The Babylon Bee has learned that Trump's team has proposed a comprehensive deal. Iran gets to keep enriching uranium at peaceful levels, somewhere between medical isotopes and oops, we have nukes now, while the US gets lower oil prices and a promise that the next hostage situation will at least come with free shipping. Critics on the left call the dual-track approach of bombing and bargaining unprecedented and extremely destabilizing. Critics on the right called it finally doing what we should have done years ago, but with better branding. At press time, Iran was reportedly preparing its response, firing several hundred more rockets into the sea while claiming moral victory, and preparing a strongly worded letter to the UN that will definitely be ignored by everyone, including the guy who wrote it. "We came, we saw, we struck, but in a very transactional way, Trump, probably."